Alright guys, how's it going? So, yeah. Well, obviously had to change our clocks back. And, well, it gets darker earlier now. Who would have guessed, right? So, but yeah. So, well, things have hit the fan again, and yada yada yada. So, let's start, I suppose. Well, this has been going on for probably about a week or two now. My phone. So, I will be officially getting a new phone again. Well, it's been a while, I guess. I've had this phone now for quite a few years, but I don't like getting new phones all the time because they're expensive, and they're not getting any freaking cheaper. So, and then you end up just making payments that are, they last longer and longer and longer, and then the phones, they just don't last. So, I don't know, but yeah, so this phone that obviously I have right now is what I make all my videos off of. It's an iPhone 11 Pro Max. It was their biggest phone at the time, I guess, and, well, obviously it's an old phone, too, it's iPhone 11. There's an iPhone 16 now. That's their newest one as of, I guess, 2024 and a little bit of 2025. So, we've got cars coming down the shop all freaking times of the day. So, but yeah. So, unfortunately, I have to get a new phone. I wasn't really planning on it. I don't want to. I would like to keep my iPhone 11, even though, yeah, it's an old phone, and, it's obviously outdated, there's fancier stuff out there, but I'm not really into. If it works, I'm going to keep it. I'm not that kind of person that wants to get a new phone every year or every 2 years. It's ridiculous. I'm going to run my stuff until it blows up. So, but unfortunately, with this phone, I'm having a hard time getting it to charge. It's the charging plug on the bottom of the phone that's got some slop in it or something. Something's wore out. I thought it was the cable, my charging cable. So I had another one in the Blazer because I got charging cables in there too in case we got to charge our phones off the Blazer. But so I swapped out cables. I figured, okay, well maybe it's the cable. Cables get wore out, I suppose. If I'm constantly plugging them in and taking them out. So figured, well, okay, maybe it's the cable. Maybe it's just wore out. So, it didn't fix the problem. So the problem is in the phone. So, you can still charge the phone, obviously, but you have to kind of tinker with it a little bit. And then, it has to sit just right. And then, it'll charge. But, I don't want to have to deal with it. It's just, yeah. But I don't really like going with new phones either because like I said, these iPhones, especially these newer ones, they're getting to be expensive. The prices are going up more and more all the time. And I don't like paying a lot of money on a phone because I feel like you're paying on it longer than you really should be. And then, of course, you get just about. I'm done paying off this phone. I was done for probably about 2 months now. I was done paying for it. Obviously, you're still paying the services, but the payment on the phone is done. So, but that's usually how it goes. You get them paying on a phone, and then it blows up, and then you got to turn around and get a new one. It's like you cannot. I was really hoping to get another year out of this phone, where I didn't have to make a payment. Besides, the services to use it. So, but I don't know. What do you do? You know. So, but I got. Well, this will probably be my last video on an iPhone 11. I'm just saying because, well, that's another story too. I think they would have shipped my phone out early this morning if I would have gotten to place my order first thing in the morning. But for some freaking reason, my money wasn't in. My money wasn't put into my account, so I was like, "What the hell's going on?" Because this is usually not normal. Because the day prior to that, usually it'll say funds pending. You know, like that means it's there, but now the bank just has to clear it. You know, so. But it wasn't even there. It wasn't even saying that it was pending either. So and then I called the bank. I was like, "Well, what the hell's going on here?" And she's like, "Oh, there's some difficulties going on with the servers or whatever." And I guess I happened to be the one on the list that wasn't going to get their money right away. So, but my grandma's money was in. So, but hers falls under a different category, I guess, than mine. So I guess she gets her money regardless of what goes on. I don't know. Something was wonky there because she got her money, but I didn't get mine. Now, I didn't get my fucking money until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Normally, I like to be on the road by 10:30 or even 11 in the morning. Heading down to the bank to take out my money and to grocery shop and just, all the normal shit that you do. So, I couldn't even get my day started until frickin' 3:30. Or at least 3. It was about 3, because it would take me about half an hour to get down there. And I knew that the bank was going to be closing. So, it's like, I got to get down there. So, but the lady at the bank said that she would check it every half hour and then call me when it was finally going to be put in. And they didn't call me until 3 o'clock. So basically this whole day was just completely shot, I literally didn't get home until, I suppose 5, 4:30 or 5-ish, somewhere around in that ballpark. I didn't get home. It was already getting dark out, so that's just absolutely freaking insane. So, but it was also going to put a damper on a lot of things too, because tomorrow I got to get up earlier than I would really like to be, and I got to take my one cat into the vet to get his balls removed, to get him fixed. So I got to be on the road probably by 7:30. I think it's still going to be, fairly dark. I don't know, the sun or the moon, the sun might be just starting to peek over the horizon. I don't know. So it's just, I guess it depends if it's going to be cloudy. If it's going to be super cloudy like it was today, well, then it's going to take longer. It'll be darker, actually longer than if it was clear out. And today was cloudy, so it felt darker early in the morning when I got up, and then it felt like it got darker sooner than normal. But that's just because, the clouds was making it seem darker. So I don't know, but kind of put a damper on things because I didn't know, of course I got bills that need to be paid as well. And kind of just, it just messed me over. But I wasn't really going to plan on getting a new phone anytime soon. Because, I got other things I wanted to do, So basically it put a damper on everything now because I got to get a new phone, and got to make, monthly payments on that, and then I got to turn around. I like to get these, I think they used to be called military cases, but they're just heavy duty now, I think. But basically what it is, it's a case you can put on your phone. It helps to protect the phone from, accidentally dropping it and you know, you obviously don't crack your screen and stuff right away, because that's, you know, if you bought a $1,400 phone, you don't want your screen busting out within a couple of weeks. So it's too expensive. So, but the case that's on this phone, obviously I got it pretty much, well, at the same time I got the phone. But this case is all cracked. It's getting wore out now. And then there used to be a kickstand on the back. So basically you could stand the phone up, like you were going to watch a movie or something on it, right? So that broke off a couple of years ago. Not that I really used it anyway, but in the corner here, because you guys can't see it, but in the corner of the case, it's got a big crack in it. It's coming out. So, it's an old case. It's dirty and it's wore out. It's like the phone's getting wore out. But I like these heavy-duty style ones. Mostly, because it'll protect my phone. But I also like it because a lot of them will come with a belt clip. And I really like the belt clip thing. So that's what I got to do there. So that's why I like getting those style of cases. But they're expensive too. So, and then you also have to get a screen protector that just protects the screen. You got to get one of those. And on mine, at the bottom here, it's cracked. I got a little crack in it, which isn't horrible. It's not in the way of anything. It doesn't bother me. So, but it's just in the screen protector, so that's what it's there for, to take the abuse instead of the actual phone screen taking the abuse. So, but whatever. But yeah, I was gonna do some other stuff, but I don't know. I gotta get I got to get tractor parts and stuff like that. And I still want to get my spotlight. I haven't gotten that yet. I don't really need it now because calving season's pretty much over with now. We might have one more cow that might calf, but I think it's not going to happen. I think she would have done it by now. And my uncle already kicked out all the cows because we got to get ready for shipping. So, and just got to get them out. So. But yeah, so on top of that, I also think I got to get a new computer. Normally I do like a monthly payment thing on those. The computer that I have now is only supposed to be a temporary computer, just to get me by for a couple of years. It's not a gaming computer. It's not the most powerful thing in the world. It's just to get me by. It was really only supposed to get me by until I could actually afford a gaming rig. But then it never happened. There's other stuff got in the way. So then I just ended up just running this computer right into the ground. And she's starting to run a little bit funny now too. So unfortunately, the people that I like to go through for getting a computer and financing it and whatever, they have a gaming computer that I would gladly take. It's $1,000. So it actually would be cheaper than my phone. My phone's like $400 more than this computer. But they want $220 a month as a monthly payment. And it is a gaming computer. It is built heavy. It is, it's not the most powerful thing in the world. There are way more powerful computers. Way more powerful ones. But I just kind of want something that I can, obviously watch YouTube videos on, edit some videos. And then I kind of would like to get back into gaming a little bit with it. So, maybe like get the new Farming Simulator game. I used to play that a lot back when I had my other gaming computer, but then, that all went to shit. So, and this computer, you can play games on this computer, but it won't take it. It's just, I don't have the memory space for it because I have too much other crap on it. So, the other computer is much bigger, and it'll probably handle it a lot better, but whatever. I should really get two computers and have one just dedicated to YouTube and editing videos, and then have another one that's just dedicated to gaming and whatever, right? So, but I don't know. I can't do both, obviously. I gotta pick one, and I picked the phone for now because I think I probably could limp these both along for however much longer, but it's just getting annoying. And I've had, this iPhone and my computer for quite a few years now, so it probably is time to upgrade. But it's just upgrading is just so damn expensive. I could have went with a cheaper phone. I know that Mother has an iPhone 14, and then my sister, I think, has the 15, and I'm getting the newest one, which is the 16. Normally, I don't like doing that. I usually like to try to stay under a certain, budget, but I don't know. I just figured I'd spoil myself for once and just get something top of the line and new, but it's probably not going to happen next time. I think next time, it'll be it'll still be brand new, but it's going to be, a couple of years older, because you can still get the iPhone 14s and 15s, new. But they would be cheaper too. I think the iPhone 14 is only like $700. So, it's just not bad. That's probably what I would have went for, but I just figured, just bite the bullet and just be done with it. And then, just, I guess, spoil myself for once. You gotta spoil yourself once in a while. Can't do it all the time, but once in a while would be nice, right? And I don't know. It's just, I guess it's time, I guess. I didn't want to because I wanted to do other stuff, but what are you going to do? So, I don't know. What do you do, though? When shit breaks, it's funny how everything goes to shit, at once. And you're kind of only budgeted, to do one thing at a time. So, but, I don't know. We'll see how it is, but since I get my phones through AT&T, I get, whenever you get like a new phone or whatever, I get it within maybe 2 or 3 days. Like, it's really quick. So, that's why I try to I try to get my timing right, where if phones start to give me trouble, then it's time to get a new one. I don't want to wait until the point where my phone is, I can't charge it, period, and then I have no phone. Because, I need a phone. Because what if I need to call somebody? What if the young guy's trying to call me? Yada, 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 I always have to keep a phone going. So I can't have one dying on me. And obviously, this is what this phone's doing. It's dying on me. But I can't really blame it either, because I use this phone a lot. Obviously, I make my videos on this. And that's kind of another reason why I wanted to get a camcorder. They still make them things, believe it or not. There's not very many companies making them anymore. I think Sony's only making them. And maybe one other company that's still kind of pushing them out every now and then. But I wanted to get one of those so I could start making my videos with them again instead of using my iPhone. Because this ties up my my phones and if people call, they can still override everything and that'll pop up on my screen. But then I gotta stop making a video. So, but what do you do? So, but I guess we'll see what happens. I already got it'll be here in a couple days. My new phones, they won't ship it obviously today because it's too late now, but they'll ship it first thing in the morning. I should get it probably by the weekend, I'm sure of it. And then it'll probably take, a couple hours to figure it out, because you gotta program the stupid thing. You gotta get the thing awake and, gotta get the settings right and whatever else. And then you gotta move all your personal crap over to it and whatever. That all takes time, but I still get to use my same phone number. I don't like getting new phone numbers all the time. I haven't had to in years. I've just always, you can always upgrade your phones and keep the same number, so, which is good. But I just don't like having to get new phones it's been a while since I've gotten a new phone, but I would like to get many years out of a phone. I wish they would quit building them so damn cheap, but they build them cheap, but then they charge you a fortune for it. But what are you going to do? You freaking need them. So, what are you going to do? And it rained all last night, by the way. I don't know what we have. I don't know like how much rain we got because no rain gauge. So, probably at least a good half inch. But I'm not going to complain too much because we did need it. But so, yeah, she's a little wet out there and a little chilly. Still not talking any snow yet, but whatever. It was snowing, I think, down in Minneapolis a couple days ago. They got a big snowstorm or whatever, but it was all frickin' just slop. So that would have made. I don't think I would even bother moving it. It would have melted anyway. So why even touch it? But yeah, my snowblower's still covered. I'll probably be pulling this thing out. Probably this weekend. I'm guessing. I don't know because leaves are falling off the white tree. After that rain we got, there's more leaves on the ground now. I did chop a few days ago, but this should be the end of it, I think, now. So I gotta look at it. I gotta actually walk up to the tree and look and see how much leaves are still hanging in the tree. But if there's not enough there, I don't think that's worth shredding. Then I'm just gonna, shred what's there now, and then whatever's remaining in the tree, that can just do its own thing then. And then we'll start getting this bad boy ready to go. Grease her up and check it over and whatever. Make sure it's ready to go. Get it done before it gets too cold. So, but yeah. So the other thing is I got some shocking news. I wasn't expecting this, but it's not set in stone yet, so you can't take it as gospel because we don't know for sure yet. But my uncle is thinking of retiring from raising cattle. He's thinking about it. He hasn't said yes or no yet. He just got done popping another tire on it, another steer tire, so he had to go get a steer tire for it a few days ago. So I don't know, they said something about a spare, so they must have a spare tire for it too now, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, he's thinking about quitting, retiring, because apparently his migraines, they're getting worse. They're not getting any better because he won't see a fucking doctor. So there's nothing really to do about it. But I don't know. He takes, stuff for headaches and migraines and stuff like that, and he gets them way worse than even that. But I think he's taken just so much of that stuff over the years and not ever taking a break, which is actually a horrible thing to do. His body has come immune to it, and it no longer does its job. So he can take all the migraine medicine he wants to take, and it just does nothing for him anymore. Because apparently the other day he had it so bad there that he actually felt funny, like not normal funny, like it was. Apparently it was worse than it's ever been. So I don't know, but like I said, we don't know if it's it's not set in stone yet if he's actually going to retire or not. I mean, it's a little soon, I guess. But yeah, if you got these type of migraines that you can't control anymore, what do? So, and he won't see a doctor, obviously. So he kind of just has to put up with it. If he won't see a doctor, there's nothing we can do, So, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But if he's gonna retire, well, obviously, he's gonna sell all his cows, and then it's kind of up to me, I guess, if I want to continue to keep going or if I want to retire too. Because the timing would be there to do it. If the young guy's going to come and get all these cows, well then, if I was thinking of retiring, well, then he can just take mine too. But I don't think I want to retire because, for first of all, I just got that stupid bitch, and this is only her second calf. So I don't really want to retire or even quit yet. It's like it's a little bit too soon for that. So I don't know, but I guess if I want to continue on going, you know, keep doing what I'm doing now, then that'll be pretty much just me doing everything. But I don't think, personally, I don't think he's going to quit because there's too much money to be made there. You know, he's got a nasty smoking habit, you know, smoking cigarettes. And I'm not going to pay for that. I'm not paying for that. So either he's going to have to quit or he's going to have to, if he wants to keep smoking, well, then he's going to have to just keep a few cows floating around. I'm thinking he'll probably downsize because he's got way more than he's ever had in the past. I mean, normally he doesn't want to get above 3, you know, so, but he's well over that. I mean, he's up to what, 8, 9 now? And then he's got those calves, so, you know, he's got a lot of cattle, so, but I think he ought to just downsize. It's me that wants to grow and have way more than that, but I don't know. He's going to have to keep a couple around if he wants to keep smoking and pay for his other, stupid hobbies that he likes to do, because I'm not going to pay for that. So I'm sure he's got all that in mind too, because I'm not going to go buy his damn cigarettes every time he wants a cigarette. So that's going to have to come out of his own paycheck, even though he ain't going to have one because he ain't going to have cattle anymore. So, and then my grandma, well, she's only going to be alive for so much longer, and, and she ain't going to want to pay for, well, if she dies, her money's going to stop coming in. So he ain't going to have no money there. So the only money that's going to be coming in for that farm is the money that I make, from selling cattle, and then whatever money I get, from the bank, so, but, I don't know, what do you do, so, it's just kind of, I don't know what to tell you, but, at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to quit. He might downsize, I think. He might want to go back to that 3 that he had before, which is fine. It'd be way more acceptable because then that would allow me to grow. I have 2 now, so now I would my goal is 3. I'm just going to add 1 cow every year, and just well, now I have 2, so I'm kind of back at where I was at before. Because this calf that I had this year, that's a heifer, a girl. So she's staying. So now I just doubled my profit, if they both should have bulls some year, then I just doubled my money. So, but I don't know. So, you know what, there might even be a year or 2 where they both, have heifers of their own, and then I definitely would have definitely grew. I mean, I want to grow more than this, obviously, too, but I was thinking about, well, I guess really it depends on if I was going to have a bull or not, because I figured if I had a bull, then I would sell that bull. And then depending on what what I got for money out of it, I was going to turn around and then go buy another heifer with that. So, but I already have 1, so now that puts me up to 2. I mean, I could still, I guess if I really wanted to, I could, save up the money and still go buy 1. That would give me 3. But obviously the money's not there for that either. But I guess I'm just saying if I had the money, then that's probably what I would do. Because obviously I want to grow. I got to grow faster than this, but at least I'm back at where I was, just a couple of years ago when I originally had 2 heifers, and they both got messed up, and then I had to ship them both off. So, so hopefully I can keep those 2 around now for a few years, and maybe they'll give me a few babies, and we can grow. So, like I said, I don't see my uncle retiring. The only way he's probably going to quit is old age. Which, I mean, he's most of the way there, but he's not quite there yet, but he's getting there. He's way older than me, so, but, just those damn migraines, that they shut him down. He can barely get around. He really only, if he has them bad enough, he only gets up to make sure the cows have water and food. And then either he'll have something to eat or he's going to bed. Then he's going back to bed. That's really all he's doing. He ain't doing much anything else. So, which is fine, There's nothing you can really do about it if you got migraines that are so bad that you can't even get up and do anything. Obviously, I don't get them like he does. I don't get migraines. I get headaches. But even then, that's kind of rare. I suppose if I'm stressed out quite a bit, then maybe I'd get one, but I don't know. So, but there's something wrong with him, but he doesn't want to go to the doctor and get it looked at, so that's kind of on him. So, if he wants to sit there and suffer and deal with the pain, well, then he can. So, there's nothing you can really do about it, so, but I don't know. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, that's pretty much what's going on. This will probably be my last video on the iPhone, so suck it up. Take it all in while you can. Because the next video you might see might be coming out of an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I always like the big screens. The bigger they are, the better, I guess. But you don't want to go too big either, because then, they're just going to be too clumsy. So, but, yeah, I don't know. We'll just see how things go. But like I said, don't take it as gospel, About my uncle retiring, he's just thinking about it. So, I don't know. I don't think he'll retire. Like I said, I think he'll just downsize quite a bit. So, it's probably getting to be too much for him, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm far from done growing. I want to be up to those. Well, I would like to get up to at least 6 cows. See where that takes me. Right now, I guess I already have 2, so let's go for 3. And I probably won't get a 3rd one now until next year. I guess depending on if one of them decides to have a heifer as well, or if they end up both having bulls. So, I don't know. We'll just wait and see, I guess. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. Just want to give you guys an update to what's going on, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess I have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.